Welcome to the Hilton Head Livin podcast. I am your host, OT Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you get the most out of your time in Hilton Head. All the best places to go, all the biggest events going on, and everything you need to know to get the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by the star of our content, my beautiful wife and co-host, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
All right, on this week's episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about things going on in Hilton Head this weekend. We're going to be talking about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. And as always, we're going to answer the people. So with that, Jess, what's going on in Hilton Head this weekend?
Well, first, don't forget about the ladies' fall brunch that I am hosting on November 2nd. And if you use the code Hilton Head Livin, which is just for the podcast listeners, you'll get 20% off your tickets. And it's going to be at Sweet Owls and Cafe Al Dente. You get 2 drinks with your ticket. You get great food and enter to win some great prizes, which I'm happy to announce they're starting to come out. We're starting to put them together. And I can tell you that there's this great skincare makeup bundle you can get. And everybody who comes gets a $50 gift certificate to Restore Wellness, which we love. You can get one of their services for the $50. There's cryotherapy, red light therapy, muscle compression, and you can use their sauna, or you can use it towards other services too, like IV drip. They have facials and stuff there too. So some good stuff coming in. You don't want to miss out. So starting off on the 10th, Thursday, Old Town Bluffton is having a sip and shop from 3 to 6 p.m. and it's part of the Bluffton Arts and Seafood Festival that's going on almost all month. And so a lot of the shops will have some refreshments and they'll have sales going on. There's going to be live music, so you can have some drinks as you shop and walk around Old Town Bluffton, which has a lot of great shops. Every time I go there, I find a new shop and I'm always like, oh, I like this. So I like going out there more and more. Shocker, right? I still like Hilton Head better. I'll say that. Also on the 10th, the Bridge Events Center, which is a newer place and it's a nonprofit learning center, is having their Halloween dance party from 5:30 to 7:30, and tickets are $15 online or $20 at the door. And it's just over the bridge at the Moss Creek Village Shopping Center. On the 12th is a lot of people's favorite, the Chili Cook-Off, the annual Chili Cook-Off, and it's also the Jeep Island event. It's at the Coastal Discovery Museum from 12 to 3 p.m., and there'll be 25 vendors cooking chili that everybody can vote on, and you can either buy tickets when you get in. So it's a $10 entrance fee, and then you can buy $1 tickets, tasting tickets, or you can pay $30 and it's all you can eat. So kind of seems like a really good deal, although I don't know how much chili I could eat. Probably just little bites. When you gotta pace yourself. I've learned at these food events. I learned at the Wing Fest, you have to really pace yourself and just take a bite. Not even a whole, like for the wing kind testing, it's not even one wing, it's just a bite of the wing. So if you haven't been to these things before, just 1 spoonful of chili, moving on. If you have 25 chilies to taste.
Hey, that just means the ticket's well worth it.
And then kids under 10 eat free, and you can enter their raffle prize for a new Jeep. Woo! On the 13th and 14th, the Jazz of All Ages Festival will take place at the Sonesta Hotel. And there's a ton of great jazz musicians, singers that will be playing, and you can visit their website to see the lineup and the pricing. You can go to jazzofallages.com for that. Also on the 12th is the Nectar Oyster Roast, which, in case you don't know, the Nectar on Hilton Head did just close. So the only Nectar now is in Bluffton. So moving on, when we say Nectar, it's in Bluffton. And starting at 4 p.m., and there'll be live music and drink specials. On the 15th, to get you in the fall Halloween mood, the Jarvis Creek General Store is having pumpkin painting. And it's $35, and it includes your pumpkin and the supplies needed. And it's a great place for kids to run around, and they usually have a food truck there, so you can have some dinner. It seems like a lot of fun. Great. Painting is probably a lot better for kids than carving pumpkins. I'd say less messy, but I don't know. You have all the paint too. So instead of all having to scoop out all the insides of the pumpkin, you just have paint everywhere. So give or take what kind of mess you want. And some upcoming events that you either need to buy tickets for or register for. You have the Rockin' Ribs, which we're excited about, in Coligny Plaza from the 17th to the 20th. You can visit their website to see the schedule of events, and the main tasting event is on Saturday the 19th. You have the Fall Festival of Houses and Gardens on Hilton Head on the 19th and the 20th, which you do need to get tickets for. Lastly, the Hilton Head half, quarter, and 5K marathon, which go to their website to register for now. And ticket sales go up for that, or registration goes up for that on the 26th. Okay,
so going back to last week, talk about our favorite new things that we tried last week. So Jess, what did you do last week?
I got a head spa treatment at Namaste Spa. It's a brand new service there. I think they're the only people on the island that have it. And it was amazing. I really wasn't sure what to expect, but it ends up being like a head massage, head scratching for an hour, which is amazing. Who doesn't like that? It's like when you get your hair washed and they're massaging it all, it's like that for an hour. It feels so good. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep for a little bit too. And it's supposed to make your hair lots of great benefits for your hair too. And they do a little analysis of your scalp beforehand. Do a little wand and it shows up on a screen. Like she's like, oh, you have some debris, you have some irritation. And so therefore then they use specific products for what you need. And they also use curly hair products. I know my hair's straight, but I have naturally curly hair. So they use curly hair products to help with frizz and other stuff for it. And it was a great experience. And then you get to go relax in their relaxation room afterwards with a mimosa. They have scented towels, neck towels you can use to help you relax. And I was relaxed. It was a great time. Very relaxed. And it's at Barony Beach Club. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, which is right on the beach. So afterwards, it was a beautiful day. So I took a nice walk on the beach. So I had a nice little self-care day. How about you?
For a while now, I've been looking for the best driving range in Hilton Head. Been all over. There's all kinds of great grass ranges. We have Topgolf back in DC that a lot of people loved, and we just didn't have anything like that, but we do now. We found this amazing range. It's got Top Tracer. It's got games for kids. If you want to go out there and you're on a golf trip and it's your first day and you want to get all your yardages dialed in for all your clubs before you go out and play the next day, whether you want to do closest to the pin or a long drive, it really has something for everyone. And it is the new, or I guess it's newer, Top Tracer driving range at Palmetto Dunes. You do need to make a reservation, or they at least advise that you make a reservation on their website, because it's also the driving range for one of their courses, but it is amazing. It's covered. It's got music playing. They've got food. They've got drinks. They've got if you're on a bachelorette party and you want your own private thing, they've got that as well. It does get lit up to a certain period at night. Like just an overall, and it's got the tracer on it. You can play Angry Birds. Just all around, one of the best driving ranges that we have on Hilton Head. Really fun for the whole family. People of all skill levels and all ages. Definitely go check it out.
It was a lot of fun. I went too.
Yes, there you go. People of all skill levels. There you go.
It was one of OT's birthday surprises. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I like little Angry Birds. I'm not very good at golf, but they have either couches or tables to also sit at. They have TVs, so they can have the football game while you're there. They have little screens that show how far your ball goes, which I guess is a Top Tracer thing.
Yeah, it's got like the line on it. It shows like the trace of the ball and how far and like where it went and everything.
Which is great for me because I can never see where the ball goes. Oh, so you'll be like, you did a great job. I'm like, where'd it go? I don't know. Okay.
But they told us they have NFL Sunday NFL ticket, so you can go there and watch any of the games. So you could be sitting there, 1 to 7 hitting balls, watching the game. On Saturdays, they'll have the college football games on. Just if you are on a golf trip and you're trying to warm up for that first round, or if you're here on a beach vacation, you want to take the kids somewhere fun, it's kind of the best mix of everything. It's like, even if I was a kid, it's even more fun than putt-putt, really. Like, you're sitting there having some chicken fingers, hitting balls, trying to hit the Angry Birds. Like, how fun is that?
Yeah, it might be better than a putt-putt because you don't necessarily have to try to get it into the hole. You can just whack at it.
And the Angry Birds thing is pretty like, it's just kind of out. So like, really, young kids could play it, and you're kind of confined. You don't have to go chase them around the whole putt-putt course. So really, really fun. Really enjoyed it, and looking forward to going back.
And it's open to everyone. So there aren't any gates that you have to go through. It's right next to the Palmetto Dunes General Store, which I didn't know about that. I didn't know it was open to everyone. Once I found out, that's when I made the reservation for his birthday. You mean the pumpkin patch we went to with the whole family? That wasn't your favorite thing?
The pumpkin patch was very fun. I definitely threw a fit about going. Wasn't a big fan of having to drive all the way out there, but it was really fun. They had the corn. I guess you just sit in like the dried. It felt really good on your feet. The dried corn. It had the slide. It had, man, the animals were really cool. Wasn't expecting that. And then the corn maze, which you kept asking me to do.
Well, it's there. It's a thing to do. You need to do that. So, and it was corn kettles. It was almost like the big ball pits that kids go on, but filled with corn kettles. And it's big too. And you can just kind of lay in it. The kids loved it. And then there was a corn shooting thing.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? What is better name? Corn.
I can't think of a better way to describe it. It was like a corn. It was
cannons.
It was a corn cannon. There you go. There you go. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Charlie loved that. Oh, they all loved it. It was just a really fun time.
And it's a huge area. And of course, there's tons of pumpkins to pick from. They also had a little bicycle course for the kids to go around. They had huge tires for the kids to climb on.
What was the name of this one?
Oh, it's Madrick Farms. So MADRAC, Madrick Farms.
About an hour and 15 minutes is about what it took us to get there. So, but it was great. It was $10 to get in. And they had concessions. They had ice cream. They had cotton candy. They had the whole, your regular concession stand with drinks and hot dogs and all that good stuff. And what kind of animals did they have there? So you guys are like the pig.
There's a ginormous pig. I think it's the biggest pig I've ever seen. There was chickens just running around. There were goats that you could feed.
Ducks.
There's ducks because there's a little pond there. Yeah. The kids had a great time. Like I said, just running. Charlie, our nephew, tired himself out just from running back and forth from the different things, just because it is so big.
All right. And as always, we're going to answer the people. And the question we've been getting most frequently of late is how to celebrate Halloween on Hilton Head Island. So Jess, how do we celebrate Halloween on Hilton Head?
I feel like actual Halloween, the 31st, isn't as big because people don't know it gets pitch black around here.
It's also when all the animals come out and stuff too. I'm out there walking the dogs at like 9 o'clock at night, like with that, because that's when like the alligator will go from like pond to pond. Like, I don't know that I want to be out there walking around when it's dark. So we have to do it a little differently.
Yes. Like in our neighborhood, you have to sign up to do the trick-or-treat trail because there are no street lights and it's a large area. So then your address gets put onto a list for the kids to actually go to instead of just trying to wander around in the dark. Yeah.
But in most cases, it is a trunk or treat type situation is what we really do.
And we learned about that our first year down. The trunk or treating is a big deal down here, which is a lot of fun. And we are participating.
And totally new to us.
Yeah.
I've never been a part of that. Like in DC, it's just you're basic trick-or-treating, but obviously because of the dark and everything, you can't do that. So we do the
trunk or treating, which we didn't realize it our first year here, how big of a deal it was, but we signed up for our neighborhood and we did superheroes. And I realized you win prize and stuff, the different categories. We got third place in one of the categories. So last year they switched it with the fall festival. So this year it's back and I'm going big, baby. We're doing a jungle theme. I got to blow up animals. I used all these decorations for my niece's second birthday last year. So repurposing. So I went all out for her birthday because I was like, I'm going to use these again for a trunk or treat. I'm getting first place, baby.
I hope it's being conveyed how seriously this is a 2-year project this is a 2-year mission that Jessica's been on to win first place in the trunk or treat. And she's been gunning for it, eyes on the prize for 2 straight years. And trying to figure out what we're going to do.
I'm not usually a Halloween person at all either, but maybe it's the competition of it that brings it out of me. So, but anyways, to the other events on the island, there is a pumpkin patch at Shelter Cove Community Park where they will have a costume contest, and that is on the 18th. And Sea Pines is having Halloween wagon rides through the Forest Preserve on the 19th and the 26th, and costumes are encouraged, and they have Halloween-themed stuff throughout the ride. Then Caligny Plaza is having their Halloween with trick-or-treating and costume contests on the 24th. Also on the 24th, Old Town Bluffton is having trick-or-treating. And then on the 26th, there is the Fire Station number 4 is having their trunk-or-treating. And then there's also Bluffton is having a Halloween spooktacular celebration at Martin Family Park, which you do need to buy tickets to. Oh, and you need to buy tickets to the Sea Pines wagon rides too. And the Bluffton spooktacular celebration, there's also live music and a golf cart parade. And Sea Pines is having their Halloween on the harbor in Harbortown on the 27th, which they will have a costume fashion show and trick-or-treating. On the 27th, the Hilton Head Humane is also having a Halloween party, and they'll have a costume contest for kids, adults, and pets. And they'll have raffle prizes too. I'm sure that will be so cute. So lots of ways to celebrate Halloween or do some good trick-or-treating for the kids too on Hilton Head.